Hi, welcome back. This is day 2 of KRAZY KAT'S FREEDOM FORMULA, where we are showing you how 15 minutes can actually change your life. I'm super excited for today. Do a little kickoff. Super excited for today. It's actually one of my favorites, and we're going to find that 15 minutes. And I know you're really busy, and so you're not really sure because you're kind of like, but I promise that we can do it. So I'm just waiting to see, give like a couple of minutes for some people to pop on, and then we'll get going. We'll do a recap from yesterday. I can't wait to hear what you guys learned and where your focus area is going to be. Where is your life high or low? I shared my results yesterday. All right, so this is day 2, and we'll do a recap in just a second. All right, so let me get the slides up and we will be ready to go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of announcements. Before we get going, and these are reminders, you saw these yesterday, make sure you've registered. This workbook, for those who have it, is absolutely gorgeous. Penny worked so hard on it, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and it's showing you step by step how to go through this process so that even when you're not with me every day, you can still hold yourself accountable to using this really awesome tool on your 15 minutes. As a reminder, please participate and share, and that's even if you're watching it later tonight. I know people get busy and life is crazy, so when you're catching up later, make sure that you share with anybody else who can benefit from this, and then share your comments. I really want to see how you guys are doing so that we can make this interactive and fun. We have some surprise freebies coming up, so make sure that you're inviting to the group and participating and commenting. We will tell you all about that on Friday on the section on the journey. It's going to be really awesome. All right, this is a recap from yesterday. As you will recall, we talked about common challenges with our time, and we have not enough time with our family, can't seem to take care of our body, time for the spirit has to wait, and my brain is exhausted. So let us know which one of these is your biggest challenge. Where are you focusing? Is it your family, your body, your spirit, or your brain? And I want you to know that you're not alone. And yes, this is me. I used to skydive a lot. I had 2,500 jumps. That's me up at the top. And it took a lot of teamwork to do skydiving, and it takes a lot of teamwork to get unstuck as well. So I want you to know that you are not alone. We are all in this together. All right, the agenda this week. Yesterday we talked about the life balance audit, and we're going to find out where you were today. And today we're going to get into small bits of time. And this activity is so much fun. You're going to be completely shocked and surprised. All right, so we're going to leave this week knowing how to assess your, it looks a little funny. Hold on one second. No, I did fix it. My internet's looking really weird. If it's grainy, guys, I'm really sorry. I've tried everything. We have horrible internet here. But anyway, we'll keep rolling. So we're going to leave this week knowing how to assess your life balance. And we're going to find 15 minutes, which is a small bit of time. We're going to really focus on that today. And then we're going to create a 30-day plan that works for you tomorrow and launch a sustainable habit. We're going to get into that on Thursday. And the whole goal of this whole week is to help you get out of the beat-up loop. I know how painful the beat-up loop is. It's so frustrating. I really want you to start living your day today. Putting things off for someday makes me really sad. I did it for a lot of my life, and I really want to help people see that someday can start now. We don't have to wait till some undefined point in the future. So let's do a quick recap on yesterday. Let's find out where you guys are. So pull out your life tire. That was your homework from last night. And I'd love to know which area needs the most attention. Is it your body, your mind, your heart, or your spirit? And could you share your results in the comments? I just want to see where everyone is. I'm not seeing any comments yet. I'll keep. Are there some? Aha, there we go. Hi, Mary. How are you? Sorry, I was in the wrong spot. Hi, Mary. Welcome back. And Lisa, body. And Heather, my sister's working on heart and family. And Penny's working on her body. And hi, Lisa. And hi, Daisy. Put in your comments what you guys are working on from your life tire yesterday. And thank you for coming back. I'm so excited. We are going to have so much fun today. Wait till you see where the 15 minutes is going to come from. Mary's working on her mind. Awesome. I had to do the same, Mary. We did all that accounting stuff and then didn't take care of ourselves. My body needs the most attention at the moment. Yeah, Daisy, I'm kind of there too. I used to exercise all the time and then I fell off the wagon and I just kept on falling. Hi, Lisa. Okay. Yay. And Anita's working on her mind too. Awesome. So we have and we're going to have lots of ideas for you on exactly how you can get started this week. We're actually going to start Thursday, putting your 15 minutes in. You're going to be so excited. I'm excited. All right. So I want you to take a second and I want you to focus on that area that you're not feeding right now. And I want you to picture how it's going to feel when you start to spend some time there and you start to feel more confident in that area. And you're starting to build your mind or your spirit or your heart, your body. And even if it's 15 minutes, it's really going to add up. 15 minutes is almost 2 hours in a week, right? So think about that 2 hours applied to that area that you're not working on right now and just really think about that feeling, because that feeling of positivity and that feeling of you can do it will carry you through when you feel like quitting on yourself. All right. So today we've got some really awesome stuff. Uh-oh, it froze up a little bit. Oh, here we go. Okay, so step 2, this is where we're going to find your 15 minutes. So pull out your handout, and this is the first thing to fill in. Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. And I have no idea how you say his name. Theophrastus. I have no idea. I've never heard that said before. But I love, love, love this quote because it's so true. Time is the one thing we will not get more of. Right? You can make more money, you can make more of anything else, but time you cannot manufacture more of. And every minute that ticks by is one you're never going to see again. So it really, really is the most valuable thing that we can spend. And by focusing on it in small bits, we can make huge life improvements. All right, pull out your handout. I love these handouts. Thank you again, Penny. She does such beautiful work. So we are going to go area by area. And we're going to talk about where you spend time now. And then we're going to compare that to the national average so you can see how you stack up. All right, here we go. The first area is sleep and personal care. This includes any time that you're getting ready for sleep, any time that you're actually sleeping, trying to fall asleep, punching the snooze alarm 5,000 times, which is what I used to do, getting ready for your day. So on average per day during the week, how much time do you spend sleeping, getting ready for sleep, and getting ready for your day? And write that down. And then how do you compare? The national average is 9.6 hours a day, which is 67 hours a week. The next area is work and work related. So all of the time you spend on working activities, which includes commuting, including working from home, which a lot of us have done last year. Anytime you're actually working, anytime you're taking phone calls related to work, any of that stuff, how many hours per day on average during the week do you spend on work and work related activities? And the national average is 5.4 hours a day, which is 38 hours a week. And are you above or below? And are you surprised by that? When I first started mine, I was working 60, 70 hours a week. So I was way, way, way above this average. It was crazy. Leisure, TV, and media. So this includes watching the television, watching the internet, scrolling the internet, social media scrolling. If you have a home-based business and you're just scrolling to look at what everyone else is doing, that goes in here. If you're actually on the internet working, recruiting and talking to people and following up, then that goes into work. How many hours per day on average do you spend? And wait till you see the national average. I was like, oh my goodness, when I saw this, I almost had a heart attack. 5.2. 5.2. Oh my goodness. 37 hours a week on television, scrolling the internet, staring at the internet, watching other people live. Crazy town, huh? Household activities. Time spent running your home, cooking, shopping, and cleaning. And how many hours per day on average do you spend doing that? And how do you compare? The national average is 1.5 hours a day, which is 10 hours a week. Friends and family. So how much time do we spend with our friends and family? And a lot of us were Zooming and video calling. Any time is dedicated totally to your family and you're talking or listening to them. This also includes time spent caring for children, siblings, the elderly. If you're caring for someone in your family, then that goes in here as well. How many hours per day on average do we spend on our family? And the national average is 1.3 hours a day, which is 9 hours a week. Way, way, way below the television, isn't it? It's incredible to me that we spend 4 hours more on the television and the internet than we do on our family. It's kind of eye-opening. When you take care of yourself, you're a better person for others. When you feel good about yourself, you treat others better. So Lane Knowles. Love that quote. Brain building. So how much time per week are you spending expanding your learning and knowledge, reading, listening, or watching the educational videos, your personal development, learning about yourself, really building your brain? And how many hours per day on average? 0.4 is what we spend. About 30 minutes a day on average in the United States. Sports and exercise. So this includes playing sports, exercising, anything that's physical movement. Holding the remote and watching football sadly does not count. It goes in TV, sorry. How many hours per day on average do you spend? And the US spends 0.3. So about half an hour, less than half an hour. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Proverbs 16:9. I love that verse. Spirit building. So last but not least, your spirit. Reading, watching, and listening to spiritual materials, prayer, meditation, volunteering. How many hours per day on average do we spend on our spirit? 0.3, which is 2 hours a week. Wow. All right, so I'll give you a minute to write up to make sure you have everything. So which area is taking more time than you realized? If you guys feel comfortable, go ahead and put it in the comments. So where are you spending more time than maybe what you thought? And how does that relate to the national average? Any shocks or surprises that you have there? And this is the area that we're going to look to for your 15 minutes. And don't worry, I'm going to show you how to multitask and to really repurpose that time so that you're able to find this 15 minutes without it causing you more stress than your already busy life. And then which area would you like to add more time? And what's probably shocking is, right, or maybe not to you, but it was to me. So Heather spends a lot on sleep and personal care. She does. She's much better with her makeup than I am. I'm like a tomboy. Oh my goodness, she's trying to work on me. So I see sleep and personal care. But which area would you like to add more time? So what I found when I went through this exercise is I was spending time, right, I was working a lot, a ridiculous amount of time, and I was spending no time at all on my spirit. And so it was no surprise that my spirit was like a dead battery. So Mary Lindert spends it on household activities. Oh, cool. That's awesome, Mary, because household is one we can really multitask during, and you're going to be amazed at how you'll be able to pick up time. It's really helped me a lot to listen to things while I'm doing my housework. Cool. So a lot of times what you'll see is that the area that you are lowest in your life balance is where you're also spending no time. And by just repurposing 15 minutes a day, that's almost 2 hours a week. It's 7.5 hours in a month. So 7.5 hours spent taking care of an area that you're not working on right now becomes a lot really quickly. And you'll see in a couple of days that it really becomes a whole lot in a year. It's incredible, the power of the 15 minutes. So now we're going to create some life balance. We're going to get started right away, identifying your 15 minutes. And then tomorrow we're going to write some goals about how to start applying it. By harnessing, we're going to harness the power of small bits of time. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. William Penn. So where are your 15 minutes? In your handout, there's a place for you to circle. And I really want you to take some time on that and make sure that you have it identified tonight, because we want you to come tomorrow knowing where your 15 minutes is coming from, because knowing that will really help you as we go into the next step. The best areas that I have seen for pulling out time are leisure, TV, and social media. So there's a big bucket of time there. I don't know if you're above or below the national average, but 5.2 hours a day, pulling 15 minutes out of there, you could do without and probably even feel it. Maybe there's a program you're watching just because you're like, well, I'm here. But if you knew that that 15 minutes became a lot of time in a month and even more in a year, you would say, you know what, I'm going to make a better choice for myself. Household activities. So Mary, this is a good one for you, is to listen while you work. So Audible is incredible. And I started listening to Audible for my learning. And then I also started listening to Bible studies. I love verse by verse ministries. And I do that while I do household activities. And I feel a lot better about it. You know what I mean? And Penny, your lowest time is household, but I'm okay with that. Penny puts her husband to work. Yay, Ken. And Lisa is household and friends and family. So you spend the least amount on friends and family, I think. That's what you're saying. You spend a lot more time on household and friends and family. Cool. So by spending time on household activities, you'll really be able to repurpose that time. It's a great way to build your spirit or your mind while you are working on your house. Work and work related. So drive time. One of the best things that I did is drive time library. And while I was driving, I would listen to an Audible book or something that would build my spirit. And I became a less grumpy and stressed out driver. I really felt more focused, and I didn't feel as angry and frustrated while I was driving because I was actually learning something. You can also use work breaks. So during work breaks, you could call people. And then personal time is listen while you're getting ready. So those are usually the best 4 areas to pull from, but you can pull from any one of them. Maybe if you're working out too much, you're like, you know what, I could take 15 minutes from there and build my mind. It's totally personal. Oh, that's right, Lisa, you care for your mom all day. So you do spend a lot of time on family. Okay, cool. Awesome. I love all these answers. Cooking and cleaning. Yes. That can suck up a lot of time. So now let's talk about where you can better use your 15 minutes. So the first one is if you're wanting to boost your body, and we had a couple of guys who are wanting to boost their body, replace 15 minutes from your TV time and take a walk around the block. So maybe pick out a program that you're like, I'm just watching it because I'm sitting here and I'm going to get up and go for a walk and feel better. Maybe at work, you could climb the stairs or take a stroll. I used to do this at work too. Instead of calling somebody on the phone, I would get up and go climb the stairs. And taking a stroll on work breaks really does help you to reset your mind. And then substitute that bowl of ice cream for something else with less calories. So get up, get moving, spend that 15 minutes making yourself something more healthy and cut some calories out. So write a plan that would be good for you for boosting your body. Think of something that you could use 15 minutes on that would really build up during the week. Strengthen your mind. And there's several of you on who are working to strengthen your mind. So listening to 15 minutes of an Audible book is just really, really awesome. One of the things I found is that in the morning, I'm not very focused or efficient. I just naturally like to putz around the house. And I literally could lose 2 hours in the morning without even thinking about it. But now I have verse by verse ready, or an Audible book that I'm working on, or Annie Johnson, or whatever I happen to be working on for myself. I already know before I go to bed what I'm going to listen to. And from the minute my feet hit the floor, I turn it on. and it's gotten me done in the house in like 30 to 45 minutes. And usually it's under 30 minutes. And I didn't have to yell at myself to speed up. I didn't have to I actually feel more on top of my day and less wasteful, but I didn't have to, put myself in a beat up loop over it. I just started listening right when my feet hit the floor, and it's just been absolutely incredible. Use your work breaks to catch up on self-development. Cut off the TV 15 minutes early and go journal. Write out, do some journaling. Really spend some time on your mind. It's not good for you to fall asleep right after you had the TV on anyway, so it'll just give you a better night's sleep. Enhancing your heart. So what if we were to take 15 minutes out of that television time and we're to spend dedicated 15 minutes talking to our family, finding out how they are feeling and doing? Maybe do a game time or pass the baton and have someone tell how their day was, and each person gets a chance during the week. How would that make family life better? Make house cleaning a family learning time. That's what my family did. Didn't so much feel like fun, but we got time together. And use a work break to Zoom, call, or write a friend. So rather than just sitting there on a work break, actually make that a time to reach out to somebody you haven't spoken to in a while. I'm so sorry about that. We have brand new kittens, and I can't tell when they're going to start screaming. All right, and last but not least is the spirit. This is the area that I really needed help on, and oh my goodness, feeding my spiritual battery has changed my life in so many amazing ways. But listen to 15 minutes of a Bible study while you're cleaning the house. Use your work breaks to walk in nature, or maybe gratitude journal. Turn off the TV 15 minutes early and go to bed and have some quiet time with the Lord and pray. So those are some ideas that I have. But take some time tonight to really write out your plan. If you come tomorrow with this ready to go, we'll be able to take this to the next level so that we can really apply it on Thursday. So I want you to write it out, and you've got a place in your book to do that. I'm going to repurpose 15 minutes a day from what area, and I'm going to use it to build blank. What area? And bring that tomorrow. And I just want to congratulate you guys. You're here for day 2, and you're taking your next step towards your someday. And you can see that it's a methodical process, so it doesn't feel overwhelming because we're already busy. And the last thing I want to do is add more stress to your already busy life. So you are doing awesome. Don't settle for average. Bring your best to the moment. Then whether it fails or succeeds, at least you know you gave all you had. We need to live the best that's in us. Angela Bassett. It's beautiful. And I love Helen Keller. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. And she definitely represented that. Being blind for most of her life, she didn't roll over. So far, we have done a life balance audit and decided which area needs more time. And we have found 15 minutes a day to build one area. So if you come tomorrow with that completed, we will show you the next step. So make sure you come back tomorrow and bring a friend, because friends don't let friends stay stuck. Let me know how I can help you. And remember to go on the page. I'm going to be putting out some activities for you guys. So go out and respond and participate because we've got some really awesome goodies that are going to be given out on Friday, and we're going to be talking more about that as the week goes on. And please just reach out. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, if you need prayers or support in any way. I just can't wait to hear how you guys are doing, and let's work through stuff together. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.